This is Season 6 of American Nightmares, The Canal Murders. Coming soon, wherever you get your podcasts.
At Banner Health, we don't wait for the future. We build it. We're finding new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. It's no small work. But to us, it's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
This summer at Disneyland, kids rule! Let's go!
First, we're going on all the best rides.
Like Radiator Springs Racers.
Oh, it's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We want to get soaked.
Yeah! We want to do everything!
Play Keepy Uppy with Bluey and Bingo. Dance with Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, and Darth Vader will be there this summer.
Impressive.
I want to get the biggest scoop of ice cream.
We're definitely staying up late for fireworks. Stay up late! Stay up late!
And this summer, kids can visit with a special $50 ticket offer. For a limited time, children ages 3 to 9 can visit both Disneyland Resort theme parks from May 22nd to September 7th for $50 per child with a one-day park hopper ticket. Visit Disneyland.com for details. It's Kids Rule Summer.
At the happiest place on earth.
Been crazy busy these days? Sounds like you could use a little we time. That means playtime at the AAA 4-Diamond Wekopa Casino Resort. Game time with more than 900 slots plus table games. Maybe a tea time on one of 2 nationally ranked courses. And definitely some hang time at WKP Sportsbook, the largest sportsbook in the state. Wekopa Casino Resort. It's we time.
For nearly 25 years, Primavera has helped thousands of Arizona students succeed with an accredited world-class education, tuition-free and from home. Don't wait. Enroll today at ChoosePrimavera.com. That's ChoosePrimavera.com.
The KDUS AM 1060 app is brought to you by Law Bear Auto Accident Attorneys. Hurry to LawBear.com.
That's LawBear.com. The bear has your back.
It's the lunch break.
That it is, the Thursday edition of the lunch break right here, KDUS AM 1060, streaming on the free KDUS AM 1060 app, and you can watch us on the new look KDUS AM 1060 YouTube channel. Chris Schubert, producer Evan here with you for the next 2 hours. We've got some baseball to break down. The Diamondbacks are finishing up their series in Miami as we speak, so we'll keep you updated on that. Do still want to talk about what happened last night in Miami. The Cardinals uncommitted to naming a QB1. We'll weigh in on that. Got to talk about the fantastic basketball game that took place down at MSG last night. It is a Take a Note Thursday. The World Cup starts today. A lot of fun that we're going to have on the program today. Producer Evan, how are you?
I'm good. We did some more work today on the new look YouTube side of things. It's a fantastic Thursday. How could you not be entertained last night? You may have turned the game off and then come back to it like I did.
Yeah, I did as well.
It was what a moment, really. Like one of those sports moments where you're watching the Knicks, who haven't won in 60 plus years, and for them to get that kind of win in the largest comeback in NBA Finals history, insane sports moment last night. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here on a Thursday, excited to talk about it all.
Update on the wings, 83 wings of the 250 completed.
Yeah, you sent me a picture last night that got you to 75. This morning you came in, had another 8. So 83 down, 167 to go. It's pretty good math.
That math sounded right to me. Yeah, I will be eating some today during hour number 2 of the program. I know I haven't been eating a ton on air. So I will have a batch here during hour number 2 of the program. But by the end of today, we will be 100 of the 250 done. So still on pace. I'm still hitting my 25 every day. I finished off the honey barbecue this morning. We ventured into the garlic parm.
So you're on your third bag of wings?
I am on my fourth bag of wings.
Bag of wings.
And my wife bought me buffalo wings last night. So I will be making buffalo wings for the next batch. Because if this challenge wasn't hard enough, now you got to kick up the heat a little bit. So we'll keep everybody updated on that as the show moves along and into hour number 2. But the Diamondbacks in action, finishing up their series with Miami. Like I said, we'll keep you updated on anything that happens there all throughout the show. But let's start last night. It was the pitching in game 1 of this series. You could say it was the pitching again last night, but ultimately it came down to a rough night for the Bats.
Time for our top story of the day. It's the Daily Special.
And I think it's fair to say, when things are going wrong for you as a baseball team, it's not always just one thing. It's not always just your bullpen or just a slow stretch for your bats or a rough turn or two through the rotation. Most of the time, it's a little of column A, a little of column B. There's blame pie to go around to everybody. And while, yes, Ryan Nelson does have some of the blame, you can't win if you don't score, and the Diamondbacks did not score last night. So in game 1, you lose 10-6. Your offense makes the big comeback. Your pitching doesn't have it. They give up 10 runs. You're not going to win playing that way. Last night, you gave up, 8 runs in the game? So you're going to need to be better in the pitching department, but you were 0-for with runners in scoring position. You got shut out in the game. And so now through the first 2 games of this series, you can point to both sides of the ball. You can point to pitching and you can point to the offense as why the Arizona Diamondbacks have started this road trip 0-2. So unless they're going to win out, they're going to win today. And as I walked into the studio, they were down 1-0. And just to be honest with everybody, I've got the World Cup pregame on in here. So I'll flip over during the break. But when I walked in here, Diamondbacks were trailing. So unless they're going to make a comeback today and go to Cincinnati and sweep, the dreams of a 4-2 road trip are basically all but gone. They are not going to win this series against Miami. That got locked up last night. And so now you're in a position where you're just trying to salvage a little something positive to get on the plane today, to get on the plane this afternoon, and to head over to Cincinnati for the next leg of this road trip. You're just looking for something positive because the last 2 nights have been anything but. The last 2 nights are everything wrong with this baseball team at times. The pitching has not been good enough the last 2 nights. The offense was not good enough last night. Way too many 0-for-3s, 0-for-4s, 0-for-5s in that box score last night. A big 0-for-9, I believe it was, with runners in scoring position. You have to cash in on the opportunities that you have in a game like last night, and you didn't. And so this team's searching for it right now. This team's trying to find it right now. And despite all of that, still right there in the middle of the wild card race, still a team that's playing meaningful baseball, still a team that right now closer to being a buyer than a seller, right? And I think that's the way I want to frame how we talk about the Diamondbacks every day moving forward. Do we still view them as a buyer ahead of the 2026 trade deadline, or do we consider them a seller ahead of the 2026 trade deadline? And right now, you still lean buyer. You still lean towards them adding to this team. Maybe not in the way that reportedly they're looking to add. Maybe they got to start pivoting and looking to add in a different way. Perhaps in the pitching department, but still, I feel like this team can be buyers at the deadline. Now, there's a lot of time between now and the deadline. There's a lot of games between now and the deadline. That can change. They can lose today, get swept by Miami, go to Cincinnati, lose 2 of 3, and all of a sudden I'm not going to feel as sure that they're buyers at the deadline if they slip below 500. But as we sit here right now, despite losing the last 2 nights, you still lean buyer, which means You got to go out there and win today. You have to go out there and finish this series off and just take a little something. Because it's not a whole lot. Winning today is not a massive amount of momentum that you're carrying into Cincinnati. Because you still played poorly the last 2 nights. You still didn't put together a complete game the last 2 nights. But at least you win today. Spirits are a little higher getting on that team charter. You're coming off of a win going into this series against Cincinnati. Cincinnati as a team at the start of this road trip, between them and Miami, the team that was playing worse lately, the opportunity to build a winning streak in Cincinnati. So that's what you can take from today if you salvage the finale. But if you lose and you get swept, you got the Ketel Marte news hovering over this team. That into 3 games losing in Miami. It's not going to be a great feeling on that charter tonight or this afternoon. It's not going to feel great heading up to Cincinnati for the final leg of this road trip.
Not at all. And you'll move on to Cincinnati, as I've been reminded this morning, actually on VSiN before us, they said that. But this would take all the wind out of your sails that you built over that 13-game stretch, right? Like, you're now looking uphill again at a wild card race that, while not pulling away from you, you're a full game back of. And I know the Padres are going through it. 3-7 in their last 10. The Pirates, they haven't been great, just 5-5 in their last 10, but you are not the first team out anymore. You have to jump the Pirates. Then you have the Padres, the Phillies, who've been playing better baseball as of late. The Cardinals are maybe one of the hottest teams in baseball. They've won 6 in a row and just cut a 2-run deficit in New York right now. Right? So there have been teams in front of you that have taken advantage of that little pullback that you've had. And already it feels like maybe not falling out of the race, but you're losing ground pretty quickly. You got to get this back on the tracks right now, because the longer this thing goes, like I said, you have those teams at the top of this NL wild card that are playing some really good baseball right now.
And not only that, the offense has just been so non-existent.
So non-existent.
Today it's non-existent. Last night it was non-existent. It took until the latter stages of Tuesday's game for you to get anything going, right? You scored 4 of your 6 runs in the 7th inning or later of that game. So it has not been easy for this team to produce. And I'm sorry, you got talent up and down this lineup. Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Geraldo Perdomo.
You don't have any excuses for you to not produce offensively.
The young guys, Ryan Waldschmidt, Tommy Troy, Lou James Groover.
The guys you brought in, Nolan Arenado. I'm sorry, needs to be better again.
You don't have the excuse built in that you're banged up. You don't have the excuse built in that you don't have your stars. You're running out pretty close to an optimal lineup every single night, and right now it's just not getting the job done.
You can't score, and your pitching has gone back to what it looked like pre the sit-down meeting with Torey Lovullo.
Right. So that was just a conversation about the offense. Meanwhile, your pitching, I mean, how many starters, if we were, building out an ideal rotation, how many are slam dunk, you're writing in Sharpie? Eduardo Rodriguez?
Yeah, it feels like it's only Erod right now. And by the way, he hasn't been great in his last 2 starts either.
So you're fighting it. And we told you yesterday, there's not a lot of answers internally for you on the pitching side. So the guys that are in there right now, they've got to get it done. You just need to slug more, right? Okay, the pitching, the offense is supposed to be the strength of this team. Just score more. Just score it all right now. I think it's, 13 innings in a row now the Diamondbacks have been held scoreless. So you're starting to put together one of those nasty streaks that you don't want to put together, where you're keeping track of how many innings you've gone since last scoring a run. Never good. And the lineup today, you got everybody's in there. Ketel's playing. Corbin's out there. Got to produce. Got to find a way. Got to find a way to leave Miami with a win. Got to find a way to leave this series with at least something to hold your hat on, or hang your hat on, before heading to Cincinnati. But yeah, shutout last night. Ryan Nelson wasn't good. Not trying to only focus on the bats, but right now, if this team is going to stay in this race, it's pretty clearly going to be because the offense produces. And if the offense can't produce, if the offense is going to struggle the way they've been struggling, then they're going to let this slip away here pretty quickly. And my stance today of they're still buyers very quickly is going to flip to they should be sellers. They're going to run out of time. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. We've also got you on the brand new KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. Did you use the double box there, producer Evan?
I didn't go double box. I figured we'll save that. I'm still kind of playing around with this myself.
Okay.
And I don't want to get too aggressive with the transitions.
We changed your box a little bit.
Plus, when I double box, I got to move over a little.
Oh, you got to do a little adjustment.
So now we're looking at the double box right here, and I just got to scooch over to the left a little, so I'm a little off center.
It's fine, but
I look great. I'm here in the camera, not tooting my own horn.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Exactly. That's kind of the motto I'm going with here.
Sure.
So got to scooch a little left, but I would rather be left than offset. I think we're good.
But for those that were clamoring for more producer Evan, here you go.
I'm 24/7. You're going to see me on the screen.
So when we come back, your phone calls 480-864-1060, always welcome. We'll keep you updated on the Diamondbacks as the show moves along. But yesterday, Mike LaFleur would not commit to a QB1. Should we care? That's next. The Lunch Break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
A night you don't want to miss. Avenged Sevenfold. Good Charlotte. North America Tour 2026. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. August 27th. Avenged Sevenfold. Good Charlotte. An epic night of music. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don't miss Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte, part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
Living in the desert, SRP customers have some great questions, like, can I lower my electric bill? The answer is absolutely. A great place to start is making sure you're on a price plan that works best for you. We also have programs to help you use less energy and save money. Plus, as a not-for-profit, SRP already keeps rates as low as possible. SRP, delivering water, power, and answers since 1903. Find ways to save at srp.net.
A bean and cheese burrito for $1. In this economy? Hell yeah. Del Taco's new Get a Lot for What You've Got value menu has over 10 items, like the value bean and cheese burrito with red or green sauce for, you guessed it, $1. Del Taco is winning the value game with some of your favorite items, like the snack taco, mini shakes, and the $1 value bean and cheese burrito. Did we mention it was just $1? I know, we can't believe it either. Get to Del Taco today. Hell yeah. Price and participation may vary.
Home here with your Rome Report. There are 2 games that I will not play as the host of a show. Slamming folks on some contrived Mount Rushmore and wasting endless hours debating who's the GOAT in any given sport. I'm just not about that. But you know who is? LeBron. He's more than happy to play that game, telling Time magazine, and I quote, "I'm not taking nobody over me." I think MJ will say the same thing, end quote. I'm not taking nobody over me. GOAT of grammar, Definitely not. GOAT of the association? Possibly. And as far as you thinking that Mike will say the same thing? Probably, except Mike doesn't. You, on the other hand, won't stop saying it. But you should, because you can't run for GOAT. It's not an elected position. I know this is campaign season, but stop campaigning for it. This isn't the decision part 2, where you declare you've made your decision and you've decided you're the GOAT. You don't get to decide. History does. I'm Jim Rome.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Dan Patrick Show.
The Spurs did what they needed to do. The series is far from over. I didn't think the Spurs would get swept. Still might be a 6-game series, but now you have a little bit of doubt. You had everything there. It's like all the ingredients to make a great meal. They just didn't have a chef. The Spurs took it to the Knicks last night. Now it's the Knicks' turn. Now the Spurs know what the Knicks are going to do. They're going to be physical right from the beginning.
Weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. on KDUS AM 1060.
Back here on the lunch break, it is KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan on the other side of the glass. Yesterday, despite there not being any minicamp practice, head coach Mike LaFleur did meet with the media, had a conversation before ending things. And by the way, Sean McVay has also decided to cancel the end of minicamp. So I guess that's where Mike LaFleur learned it, with the guy that he was with last year, Sean McVay, who did the same thing today, announcing that he was canceling the rest of a minicamp for the Rams. I think the most interesting thing he said, although there's two interesting things that came out of LaFleur meeting with the media yesterday, and we are going to get to both of them here today on the show. So one of them was he was not willing to commit to the idea of anybody as QB1. Another chance to say that Jacoby Brissett is QB1, to say that it's a competition, to say whatever. And he decided to be rather non-committal to the idea of naming a starting quarterback. And so I've got a simple question. Should we care that he was non-committal yesterday about naming a QB1? Should we read into him yesterday once again not wanting to name a QB1? Does it really change the dynamic, the vibes, the feeling around that quarterback room? With minicamp done, we won't see this team. We won't really hear much from this team between now and, July 22nd, when they get back together to start training camp ahead of the Hall of Fame game. It's going to be pretty quiet. Does it really do anything? Yesterday, did Mike LaFleur saying, I'm not doing this. I'm not naming a QB1. We're not there yet. Does him saying that really change anything? Does it open the door for Carson Beck? Is it just more leverage in the negotiations that are ongoing between the Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett? Or is it just a coach that doesn't want to feed too much into anything right now and wants to take it day by day? Because I'll tell you, him saying that yesterday, doesn't change anything for me. Jacoby Brissett is this team's QB1. Today, Thursday, June 11th, 2026, Jacoby Brissett is QB1 for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, if you've been listening to us all offseason long, if you've been listening to the show through this whole saga with Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals not able to see eye to eye and get a new deal done. I have always said that Jacoby Brissett will remain QB1 and that there won't actually be a quarterback competition if this all gets resolved before training camp. I have said that the longer this goes on, the more the door begins to open for the Cardinals to have no other choice but to make this a camp. Because if we get to training camp and Jacoby Brissett shows up just like he did earlier this week for OTAs, but just like on Tuesday, he's on the side, he's not doing a whole lot, he's there, but he's not really there, and training camp reps, getting ready for actual preseason football, if those chances, if those snaps, if those opportunities are going to Gardner Minshew and to Carson Beck, instead of them going to Jacoby Brissett because he's off to the side, still doing his hold-in, still looking to get himself a new deal, that's where a real competition then emerges because Mike LaFleur is going to have no other choice but to allow Minshew and Beck to prepare as if they are the starter because the guy that's supposed to be the starter, the guy that was your starter last year, has taken his ball, and he hasn't gone home. He's just taken his ball, and he's sitting this one out. That's when it becomes a real quarterback controversy. That's when it becomes a competition. Right now, it is still Jacoby Brissett is QB1, and I don't think Mike LaFleur wants to answer that question and say that Jacoby Brissett is his QB1 so that he then gets to 3 or 4 follow-up questions asking, well, then why isn't a deal done? What's the holdup? Whereas he can just say, not discussing this, not naming a QB1. We're not there yet. Haven't even gotten to training camp. Just finished mini camp this week. Not doing it. Not engaging in that discourse. And it doesn't open him up to all of those follow-ups. It doesn't open him up to having that can of worms spill out and be the dominating narrative, although I think it is anyway. Jacoby Brissett not participating is still headline number 1 for this team right now, along with Josh Sweat not really participating for this team right now. But yesterday's comments didn't change anything for me. I don't think he said that because he's leaning towards Gardner Minshew or Carson Beck. I think Mike LaFleur answered it that way is training camp hasn't even begun. Let's see if we can get this resolved with Jacoby. Because what he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to say, oh, it's a competition, and then Jacoby and the Cardinals can reach a deal here in the next couple of weeks. And then he's got to walk that back because they told Jacoby reportedly that he was the QB1. You don't want to speak out of turn, right? You don't want to. You've already kind of messed this up. You don't want to make it worse for yourself. And so him saying anybody is his QB1 right now, I think makes the whole situation worse for the team. So just let it play out. Let it play out.
And with everything going on, you can't say anything.
What? So if he got up there yesterday and said, Jacoby is our QB1. We want him here. He's our guy. He's our starter. What benefit does that give him? Because now the question is, well, as a head coach, you're QB1 in your first year here as you're trying to get everything installed, putting everything together, trying to lay the foundation of what you want a Cardinals team to look like, what you want Cardinals offseason activities to look like, a practice to look like. You're trying to lay that foundation for a new culture that you're trying to build, trying to put your mark on this team as quickly as you can. The guy that you just said to the world is our QB1, is our starting quarterback, is now a holdout, a hold-in, and is not participating. It doesn't do him any favors.
Not at all. Doesn't do him any favors. And like you said, I'm not going to give it to Carson Beck either.
No.
I want him to feel like he has to earn it.
Right.
And I also want him to feel like even if they're not going to go with and not going to figure this thing out with Jacoby Brissett, I want him to feel as if he's in a competition, even if it is with Gardner Minshew, which we assume he'll win. I need him to feel like he's competing for a starting job.
Also, when you went 1-11 as a starter last year and you're coming off of a 3-win season.
You haven't earned anything.
Right. Should we name anybody a QB1? Should we really be doing that?
No. You didn't go 1-11 because the quarterback got hurt.
So
and somebody's coming back in to just get the starting job. You went 1-11 and he's still here.
So yesterday, he said it's been in line with what they've been saying most of the offseason since we've gotten to these offseason activities. I didn't read anything into it at all.
No, I don't
really
think you
did.
can.
It was just
I don't think you can.
It was a continuation of everything that they have been saying thus far, and I think they are staying relatively quiet on it because they are still probably working behind the scenes to figure this out with Jacoby. And then once that happens, once that's taken care of, I think when it comes to QB1, there'll be a little more openness about what's going on. And I expected that from the get-go. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. We've also got you on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, a crazy game in the NBA last night. The Knicks now up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. And I'm here to tell you, last night changed the Western Conference forever. That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Empty slogans and cute jingles, lawyers love to act like they care. Do they back it up? Hi, I'm Mark Breyer.
And I'm Alexis Breyer. We're the husband and wife law team. One study found that half of all clients were unhappy with the lawyer they hired. The number one complaint, a total lack of communication.
We take client happiness seriously. That's why we survey all our clients and know that over 97% are happy. Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crowes, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crowes, Whiskey Myers. Saturday, August 15th. Mortgage Matchup Center. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com.
Monument Valley? Check. Grand Canyon? Check. Sedona? Check. Camelback? Check. Think you've seen it all in Arizona? Well, if you haven't been fishing, you haven't seen a thing. From ponds and reservoirs to rivers and lakes, our state has no shortage of ways to cast a line for beginners and pros. And a fishing license is your passport to all of them. Get your license at azgfd.gov and discover a whole new way to see Arizona.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Plumbing problems never knock. They kick down the door at the worst possible time. A burst pipe turning your kitchen into a water park? A clogged drain bubbling like a swamp monster? Don't panic. Gettle wrestles plumbing nightmares for a living. Our perfectionist plumbers handle it all with the precision of a surgeon and the enthusiasm of a game show host. From sewer line repairs to water filtration to tankless water heaters, your home sparkles like we've never even been there, except your plumbing actually works now. Gettle, Goettl, will fix your pipes, but it's hard to spell.
Meineke's highly skilled and certified technicians always treat your car like it's their own. With over 50 years of experience, Meineke will diagnose and fix any issue with precision and care using the best state-of-the-art equipment. You can always depend on Meineke to do the job right and get you back on the road in no time. Save time and schedule an appointment now. Visit Meineke.com today. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you here today on the show. Got Diamondbacks baseball in action. We got the World Cup starting here in a little bit. Mexico, South Africa. Producer Evan already getting involved. You want to tell the people? You're a casual soccer guy.
Extremely casual.
So you're all over this opening match.
I am, yes.
You like Mexico?
I like Mexico in this one.
And you need Mexico to score some goals.
And I need Mexico to score some goals.
And I told you that I felt like a 2-1 final.
Which would be good. Which would be good. So, yeah. So, like Mexico, need Mexico to score some goals. Yeah, I'm excited about the World Cup. I would, again, extreme casual here. Obviously, we'll be rooting for the United States. And going to pick a squad outside of that.
You're debating a couple of different teams, you were telling me.
Yes.
Now, I'm assuming you're going to root for everybody on your draft from yesterday.
Correct. But some of those squads... too good. Like, I want an underdog.
You want an underdog. You're looking for that pesky team.
Yeah.
You're looking for that pesky team.
Similar to the Panthers, right? I'm looking for an 8-9 team who can sneak into
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. For the leftovers, we'll find you a pesky team.
Okay.
Because I know a lot more about this field than you do.
Yeah.
I'll be able to find you a pesky team to root for.
Okay.
That's what I'll do in the leftovers. Okay. Speaking of exciting, it was a exciting finish to the game last night. In the NBA Finals, as the Knicks now have a 3-1 lead in this series after a remarkable comeback, erasing a 29-point deficit to beat the Spurs to take a 3-1 series lead. And I said it in the tease that I think the Western Conference changed forever last night. And here is what I mean when I said that. The San Antonio Spurs will not recover from this in the Wemby era. They won't. They will not recover in this series for sure. You can start planning the parade for the Knicks now in New York City. They will win one of these next 3 games and be NBA champions. It is written in stone. I'm talking about beyond this season. I'm talking about the narrative that's going to form of, this was a young Spurs team, just you wait. They're going to learn from this. They're going to be better next time. Ask the Detroit Lions how that's working out for them. Ask the Washington Commanders how that's working out for them. Ask the Indiana Pacers how that's working out for them. Those are just some recent examples. I think if we actually sat down,
Marino,
we can create a pretty long list. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. I keep being told at some point those guys are going to break through. And yet year after year goes by and they don't do it. When you have a chance, you got to take it. When you are on the doorstep, when you are 4 wins away from hoisting up an NBA championship, you got to take advantage. You got to do it, especially when you add on top 2 of the 3 losses the Spurs have had in this series are nightmares.
Nightmares.
Wemby throwing the ball off of the back of Castle in Game 2. Blowing a 29-point lead. 29-point lead. Gone. Evaporated. Instead of it being 2-2 going back to San Antonio, all the momentum in the world. You actually kind of like that you lost the first 2 games because you walked into MSG, you won 2 in a row. Now you're going to come back home, pivotal Game 5, with all the momentum. And instead, you had an absolute meltdown. Put it on the mountain. Put it at the top.
And as much as this thing was starting to fall that way, like the minute they got to it being a 4-point game or the Knicks having a lead, it felt like even if the Spurs came out and won that one.
But you knew. Hold on.
Like they just took the win. But the whole time, you knew the Knicks were going to win this game.
When you saw the comeback start to matriculate, you're like, I've seen this before. I've seen it all postseason.
The things that happen. Ask Matt Ryan if he ever gets back. He won the league MVP. He was by far the best player in 2017. They went to the Super Bowl. He was up 25 at halftime, and they lost, and he was never close, and they had some good teams, but he was never close again.
It's over.
I am willing. I'm sorry, but this Spurs team will always, this era of Spurs basketball, will always be the team that blew a 29-point lead in the finals. Whether they win one or not, they will be a team that blew a 29-point lead in a finals. This follows you. Sorry, go ahead.
I know that they are an extremely talented bunch, and I know they're going to win a lot of basketball games. I just don't know if you recover from this.
This is 2 games in this series where let's do the thing. You have, I would call Fox's meltdown last night. De'Aaron Fox, mistake after mistake after mistake last night, right? Like he continued to make mistakes in the later part of that game. And you know what? You take 8 threes up 29. I get it. That's not really, but you hit 1,000 in the first half. You hit 100 threes. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but they could not miss. Whatever. I'm okay with that, actually. It's the mental errors. The threes don't fall, okay. They made mental error after mental error.
Oh, Wemby missing the free throws.
Then Wembanyama misses 2 free throws. And all I've heard all playoffs is how great he's been at the line. He has been great. Came down to it, he missed 2 free throws. In game 2, they got the look they wanted. Him at the elbow to take the 2-pointer to win the game. It's a shot he's hit so many times in his young career, and he missed it.
Yeah, I think you summed it up best. This follows you. Like this, until you overcome it, until you win a championship, until you climb to the top of the mountain, every postseason series the Spurs ever play in from here on out, it will, with Wemby, this will be a topic of conversation.
It's going to follow.
Can they overcome the fact that at one point they blew a 29-point lead?
The minute I can tell you what the open of game 1 is going to be for their first playoff game next year.
Silly us. The perfect example of this. The Suns had a 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals, lost 4 in a row, haven't sniffed a championship since.
Correct.
So you get there, you got to take advantage, and very easily.
And that team was never able to recover with those guys. Never able.
Very easily. You can look at this series and say the Spurs should be up 3-1. They should be up 3-1. They should win last night comfortably. They
should be up 3-1.
Game 2, they should not lose. They get the look. If Wemby doesn't make that bad pass, they win the game. They should be up 3-1, starting to plan their parade in San Antonio.
You want to hear something crazy? You know, the Knicks, you know how much time they led for in game 1?
You're going to tell me.
It's 1 minute and 10 seconds. How much they led for in game 2?
You're going to tell me.
It's about 10 seconds. Game 3, they lose. They led for 16 minutes. Last night, they led for under 2 minutes. You're talking about a team that has won 3 games, and in those 3 games have led for a combined under 3.5 minutes.
What you're saying is the Spurs haven't been able to close these games out.
Correct.
And that is something that, I'll use your phrase again, follows you. And so you've got to learn to overcome that. And so that's why I'm being a little bold today. And I may get old takes exposed because Wemby's a really talented player. But I think it's over. I don't know if you mentally recover from this as a squad.
We've had the conversations of them not being able to close out. And not being able to close out a 4-point lead is one thing, and you'll recover, you'll learn. Those things happen.
That's basketball,
That's
right?
basketball. That's being a young team. 29 points is a completely different conversation. And it's a different conversation because you do it on the biggest stage. You do it not only in the NBA Finals, but you do it to the Knicks, right? So that's always going to be in the news.
You could hear a pin drop
in MSG last night.
A pin drop.
You single-handedly brought that fan base back into it.
They could see they could see the wheels falling off because it was 29 points. The game wasn't over, but they were already seeing it. Oh my gosh, it's 2-2. We've lost 2 in a row. We're turning the ball over. We can't play. We've now got to go back to San Antonio. We've got no momentum. It was almost, we're saying it's over for San Antonio, both in this series and moving forward. It was almost the complete inverse. We were going to come in here today and say, it's over for the Knicks. They blew it. It's over.
You lost both at home. That was the conversation last night. Like, it was at halftime in the third quarter, it was over for the Knicks. They were down and out. You let them get to that point. And I'm sorry, we'll go through it. Horrible coaching last night. Call your timeouts. I know the let them play theory. Call your timeouts. You can't take them home. You cannot let that happen. That is coaching. And I know De'Aaron Fox doesn't dribble out the clock. I get it. We can go over it. I know De'Aaron Fox takes the 3. I don't care. They were poorly prepared for that situation last night.
Can I tell you? I don't necessarily mind Fox trying to score in that moment. I know everybody wants him to dribble to the corner, but if you watch it again, this wasn't like
he thought he had him beat.
Not only that, but look at where he gains full possession of the basketball. He's not really there's not a lot of space between him and the corner. He's not going to run out that much time going to that part of the court. Like, it isn't the case where, defensive rebound and you throw it to the guy and he's at half court and he's got the whole other half to himself, right?
Correct.
And then he just can dribble to the corner. He kind of caught it and it was already in a tight window.
Yeah, it was kind of fumbling it around at second. By the time he gained full control.
Okay, I've got what appears to be a nice lane to the basket. I'm going to take it. I didn't necessarily mind that. You just can't blow a 29-point lead. You can't put De'Aaron Fox in that spot in the first place. That's the problem. That's the issue I have with the game. The game shouldn't come down to De'Aaron Fox in that moment. You had a 29-point lead.
Like, you got to make your free throws. You missed 3 of 4 in the fourth quarter.
I understand that, but even then, it's a 29-point lead.
You
can't let it come down to free throws. You can't let it come down to De'Aaron Fox.
100%. But that's the small things of what we talked about closing out. Like, as simple as it, like, clutch free throws. Like, you're going to have to hit those. And to this point, they just haven't. And then on top of all of it is you let these runs, and they felt, minuscule at the time, but you let them continue to pile on them.
It was just...
And in the fourth quarter, I mean, you just didn't know what to do. You didn't have a single answer.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable that the Knicks did it again this postseason.
And then you get the tip in. And from that moment on, you knew. And by the way, the Spurs had the look.
Here we go again. This was game 2 all over again. Had the look.
It's a bad pass.
Well, Cat gets a tip on it. I don't know if you've seen the sideline shot.
I haven't.
From Ben Stiller, of all people. Cat gets a really good tip on it.
Okay.
That impacts where that ball is able to go.
Yeah.
My finals MVP, Karl Anthony Towns.
But again, you have Karl Anthony Towns there. It's going to be hard for Cat to win the finals MVP.
I think it's going to be OG.
I think it's going to be OG.
I have OG, don't I? Check our lists. I think I have OG as well. I think I have both of them.
You do have OG.
Oh, it's feeling good over here. Feeling great.
You have De'Aaron Fox. So that should be negative.
So no, hold on. Well, hold on. They don't give out a least valuable player. They don't do that.
I still have
De'Aaron
Brunson.
Fox. So you still got it. You got a chance.
I got a chance.
You got a shot.
Who do you think the current favorite is?
Who the current betting favorite is for the MVP? It's probably OG after last night, would be my guess.
Yeah.
We like moments, right? And when somebody has a big moment like that kind of vaults them to the front. Although after the first couple of games of the series, I think it would have been Cat. But right now, it's probably still OG.
It's Brunson.
Is it really?
Minus 110, OG plus 210, Vic plus 390, Karl Anthony Towns plus 2,800.
Well, betting on Wembanyama, you might as well just give me your money because you're not getting anything back there. It's just not happening. They're down 3-1. It's not happening.
It's
over. No, I'm serious. It is over.
You can't lose that game.
No, you can't lose that game.
It's not just down 3-1.
And it's the second game in this series where they fumbled it. So they didn't learn. They didn't learn from game 2.
No.
They didn't learn from it. That's the scary part. Too many mental mistakes. And
that's the scary part is they're not physical mistakes.
And they're still a young team, and so there is time to grow, but you just worry that when you're a young team, does this get imprinted on you, and it takes you a really long time. It takes you a really long time to unwind it. So I think
I think if you're a Spurs fan, like the thought of Dan Marino, the thought of Joe Burrow has started to creep in.
Well, here's what I don't want to hear anybody be like, "Oh, you'll be back." I don't want to like that would be I would hate to hear that. Because there's no guarantee that you're going to be back.
No, because anybody who's ever said that, like
they never get back.
They told me that about Jalen Hurts, and I want to. The next year went as poorly as it could have, and it took adding a 2,000-yard rusher for you to get back. And yeah, you did get back, but at that time he was the first quarterback to lose his first Super Bowl and ever win one. There's only been one to ever do that. Only been one.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like, that's the point, though. Like, it's so hard when you get to the doorstep and you lose to then say, okay, we're going to be back. Yeah. Because history shows me that doesn't really happen.
Just an incredible game last night, an incredible moment, and the Knicks now are just one win away from an NBA championship. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. When we come back, it is a Take a Note Thursday. We add to the list and we recap what we can chalk up to wins and losses on the Take a Note Thursday. So we'll do that next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
The Dan Patrick Show.
The Spurs did what they needed to do. The series is far from over. I didn't think the Spurs would get swept. Still might be a 6-game series, but now you have a little bit of doubt. You had everything there. It's like all the ingredients to make a great meal. They just didn't have a chef. The Spurs took it to the Knicks last night. Now it's the Knicks' turn. Now the Spurs know what the Knicks are going to do. They're going to be physical right from the beginning.
Weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. on KDUS AM 1060.
The Smashing Pumpkins return. The Rats in a Cage Tour. 2 unique sets celebrating melancholy at 30 and nearly 4 decades of unruly hits and dark treasures. November 11th, Mortgage Matchup Center. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. The Smashing Pumpkins. The Rats in a Cage Tour. Live.
The Lovebird Lowdown with Tom and Tawny.
You know, flying's overrated.
Bold statement for a bird.
Constant flapping, wind in your face. Much rather be in a Toyota.
Hey, you're right. Smooth ride, comfortable, quiet.
Just cruising along.
20 people dream of flying.
Give it a week.
Bird brains.
Right now, get 4.99% financing for 60 months on our most popular models, including Camry, Corolla, RAV4, 4Runner, and Tacoma. Or get low 2.99% financing for up to 72 months on a full-size Tundra. With great deals like these, now's the perfect time to visit your Valley Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. 4.99% with $1,887 per thousand borrowed for 60 months. 2.99% with $1,519 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. Offers end 6/30/26 and exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll tell you just how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond, because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Back Back to wrap up hour number 1 here at the lunch break on a Thursday. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're getting ready. We're like 5 minutes away from the start of the World Cup. I'm amped up. I've got some World Cup related taking notes today. Really just one major one.
I have one as well, actually. Hope they're not the same.
Before we get to the ones we want to add to the list.
We don't have any to close up.
Really?
Yes. Knicks will win in 6 games. That one's the closest. That was mine. Mitch Bratt starts before the All-Star break. That was one you made.
Boy, I need him to just
Corbin Burns will pitch this season. That was one you made. And mine was Cards will trade for a running back before the start of camp.
We'll trade a running back, not trade for a running back.
Yes, sorry. Trade a running back.
We don't need it. Listen, roster doesn't need any more running backs.
No, I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
No running back.
No running backs.
But none to clear up, and I will let you start on this fine Thursday.
Take a note. Team USA will win a knockout round match in the 2026 World Cup. So not only will they get out of their group and play in the knockout stage, but they will win a knockout stage game. This is their tournament. They are the host country, one of 3, along with Mexico and Canada. And I think they put on a show, and they announced to the world, U.S. soccer on the map, a team that is on the rise. And they do so by not just getting to the knockout, but they win a knockout stage game.
Well, kind of took mine. Team USA will make the round of 16. So same, but different.
Round of 16 is
1 win.
1 win. Yeah. I'm sorry. Listen, we got 48 teams this year instead of 32. I had to do some math, okay? Because usually round of 16 is just
you don't win.
No, that's the first round of the knockout stage. Boy, I got to tell you, the atmosphere here,
it looks awesome.
Because this is the opening match.
Correct.
Like the first match.
And this is, looks like they did a callback. Looks like it was in 1986 was also the opening match there.
Okay.
I just showed it on the broadcast.
Okay, yeah, I believe you. I didn't see that, so I can't, vouch for it. But if you saw it on the broadcast, I'll trust you.
So cool. The stadium looks big.
It's huge. Yeah. They're in Estadio Mexico City.
Okay.
So I think that holds. It might hold 80.
Looks has to be 80,000.
It might hold 80. And remember, they're at altitude because they're in Mexico City. So
it's a shame, by the way, and I was thinking about this because I saw it on Twitter today, and I talked about it yesterday, like the Buc-ee's videos. Yeah. I was telling you, just so funny. But I also saw somebody tweet about like the college football stadiums. Like, these things are unbelievable.
It's a little different.
If
you're in Europe, right?
And then I was thinking, why aren't they doing I'm sorry, no games at the Rose Bowl is criminal.
They could have gotten a little bit more unique with the
Rose Bowl hosting a World Cup game with 90,000 people as the sun is setting would have been awesome.
I am surprised we don't have anything related to this for Take a Note, so I'll do it. I'll be the first through the wall. Take a note. Jacoby Brissett will start week 1 for the Arizona Cardinals. Are you checking me to make sure that no one else has that?
I accidentally hit a shortcut on my computer.
Oh, no. We're still up on the stream?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
That would be the different computer.
No, you have the technology to end the stream on that computer that you're on right now.
That's right.
So maybe you want to just tab over there.
I have 7 computers running this stream
now. You have the computer that the computer
theoretically.
The computer
I have this one that runs breaks still for the stream.
Right, but the one that runs the breaks and the drops computer, those are all the same computer. Those are all just one entity.
It's all one computer.
It's all one computer.
Yeah.
It's multiple screens, but it's just
a
one
computer for my board.
Correct.
And then this is a completely separate computer.
Correct.
And then
you have the
stream computer.
There are 3 different keyboards in front of you.
But I also have
4.
Then I'm podcasting on this computer.
On the 4th computer, yeah. And the break music.
I have the break music.
To tell us it's over.
Yes, correct.
Do you have any more taking notes that you want to add in since we...
Yes, I do.
So do it rapid fire. Get them on there.
The Spurs won't be back to the finals in the next 2 seasons.
Great. So you're putting something on the Take a Note Thursday that we have to wait 2 full years to adjudicate.
Doesn't that show my commitment to the show?
It does. It does. Hour number 1 of the program of the books. We've got Diamondbacks trade deadline focus, Cardinals injury update, but we start with buy or sell next. It's the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix. Look out, football fans. Phoenix welcomes the International Arena Football League to the East Valley, the Arizona Juggernauts. The Arizona Juggernauts take on the Pennsylvania Benjamins in a matinee showdown this Sunday, June 21st at 2:30 p.m. Mullet Arena. It's a desert showdown you don't want to miss. Fast hits, high-scoring, non-stop action. This is football turned all the way up. Tickets starting at just $19.96 at Ticketmaster.com or IALArizona.com. Bring the family, bring your crew, and feel the energy up close. Sunday afternoon, Mullet Arena. Be there when the Juggernauts defend the desert.
Foreigner, celebrating 50 years.
You're as cold as ice.
5 decades of hit songs.
Feels like the first time.
Come alive on one stage.
It's urgent.
Foreigner. Sunday, October 18th, Talking Stick Resort. Tickets on sale now at TalkingStickResort.com. All the hits on one stage. Foreigner, celebrating 50 years, live.
With a Global Credit Card, you earn reward points for every purchase. Use your rewards at checkout at many of your favorite stores, or use points instead of cash when you shop online. You can even use them to book a flight up to 3 days in advance. New York, Vegas, Albuquerque. From groceries to getaways, redeem your way. Apply for your Global Credit Card now at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
If you're a pro, you know you need paint and primer fast. And the Home Depot has you covered with same-day or next-day deliveries so you can stay on site and on schedule. Get high-quality Behr paints and Kills primers delivered right to your job site. And with the Home Depot app, reordering is faster than ever. Just pick your paint, track your order, and get your go-to color in no time. No delays, no extra trips, just the paint and primer you need when you need it. The Home Depot. How pros get more done. Limitations may apply, not available in all markets. See store for details.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I have definitely already been here. Now, was it left, right, or right, left? Well, maybe I'll cut a path out and find my way back later.
But it wasn't like that. I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app, and they handled it from there. It was taken care of almost as quickly as it happened.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
Try the turkey, bacon, and avocado at Port of Subs. Fresh, craveable, and loaded with flavor. Order now at portofsubs.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
The KDUS AM 1060 app is brought to you by Law Bear Auto Accident Attorneys. Hurry to lawbear.com.
That's lawbear.com. The bear has your back.
Hour number 2 of the lunch break here. KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you here today. Got to prepare my hour number 2 wings here during the next break.
Yes, you do. You also get that a little extra time in the next break.
So I got to get those in the microwave. They're already cooked. I'm just warming them up.
By the way, I'm convinced that our in-between hours break is our shortest.
It definitely feels that way. Definitely feels like our break in between the end of hour number 1 and the beginning of hour number 2 is on the shorter side. But we got a lot of stuff to do.
I like that. No. I love it.
Listen, we got the hottest takes in the valley to get to.
You got the hottest takes in the valley, and
are you excited? Your team's taking the field.
Just for now, they're not one of my teams.
In this moment, they are your squad.
But not my team.
No.
Through the World Cup, I have to pick my team.
Now, do you want a team
score?
So
I like offense.
Okay.
I want a team with
the wrong sport, but okay.
I want a team with a really good striker.
Oh, then okay. Then you should pick Norway.
Norway.
Yeah, you should just take Holland. He's the best goal scorer in the world. They're a pesky team. They're not going to probably go far, but they'll probably be fun to watch.
Okay.
Probably just pick Norway.
I'm a Norway fan. And then Ghana, I told you I was interested in their squad. I've heard they're pesky.
Tough group for them, though.
Yeah. You told me they're not going to get out of the group stage,
No.
which really was upsetting.
I think they're going to finish last in their group.
Who's in Norway's group?
You know, I don't have it. It's on my computer in my office. I did my prediction on ESPN. You can predict how every group is going to finish.
Did I miss it because this game started?
Well, they'll do another bracket challenge for the knockout stage.
Okay.
So you can do that one. But I did a group one this morning.
Okay. So they are in Norway. Because I didn't want to pick anybody also in the U.S. group.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be rooting for the U.S. Oh, yeah. Ghana's got a Croatia, England, Panama.
Yeah.
Those
Tough group.
Three solid squads.
They might be the worst team in that group, and only because they're just three other great teams.
Yeah. Where is Norway? Why can't I find them?
You could just control F Norway.
I could.
Instead, you'd rather do this.
This is riveting radio.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Instead, you could have just taken the exit I gave you.
France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway is their group.
So, obviously, France is going to win that group. But Norway, I think, is positioned to finish second, which means
second,
knockout stage.
which means knockout stage. Which, okay, I'm okay with that.
I mean, listen, just go into this knowing you're not beating France, okay? If you're going to root for Norway, just know we're not winning that one.
Why not?
No, see, don't do this to yourself.
Anything can happen.
No, don't do this to yourself.
You think the Knicks thought they were going to win? Love the scoreboard.
Well, that's not going to stay up like that, is it?
Oh yeah, it is big.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
Still like it up in the top.
Yeah, that's normally, and again, riveting radio that we're just describing something that we're seeing on TV. But that's usually what the bug has looked like in the past, where it's.
But I feel like
rectangular.
After somebody scores, they run it on the bottom.
They'll do the football thing?
Yeah.
Where we'll get the picture, the cartoon image of Christian McCaffrey in the end zone? Yeah, well, you're probably not going to have a ton of... Oh, you may have some goals in this game. You might.
Okay.
I know you need some. So.
We're rooting for goals. Love goals.
Well, you just want... You need Mexico to score goals.
You know what I've also learned? In soccer, there's not really an over-under.
There's an over.
Is there?
Yeah. The over for this was 2.5.
Okay, I couldn't find one.
Yeah, the over for this was 2.5.
Yeah, would you like any buy or sells?
Yes. I am buying that I want buy or sells.
Okay. The D-backs will get back on track in the next week.
I mean, no, not with what they're currently showing me.
Okay, so...
At some point, will they get back on track? Will it be this week against Cincinnati?
By the way, currently down 2-0, top of the eighth.
Well, they can't
for
score.
the Diamondbacks, top of the lineup, top of the order coming up.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so 13. So the last inning of Tuesday, the 9 innings yesterday. That's 10, and then we're in the 8th.
So you're talking about 7 full innings today.
So 17 straight innings without a run.
Without a run. Correct.
And you just asked
today
me,
they have struck out 9 times.
how have they been doing with runners in scoring position today?
I imagine hitless, but I can look.
Yeah, I was just curious. Since they don't have any runs on the board.
I'm gonna have to.
How are they doing in that department today? There's a difference if it's like 0 for 2 or like 0 for 12, you know? Because they were 0 for 9 last night.
0 for 3.
Okay. So not a ton of chances. But 0 for 12 in their last 2 games. 17 straight scoreless. It's not great.
0 for 5.
Oh, no, the 0 for 3 is not where it ended.
0 for 6. 0 for 6.
So they're 0 for 15?
Correct.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
And they just had the two fastest outs I've seen in top of the 8th.
So it's going well.
It's going well. I don't see them scoring today.
Okay. Next. Well, I mean, what do you want me to say? They're a bad team right now.
Gardner Minshew will get a start for the Cardinals this year. Wow. I thought you would sell that one.
No, all three quarterbacks are going to make a start. All three QBs will start for this team in some capacity.
You think Minshew, it's in between giving...
Spin the wheel. That's what it's going to be.
You think it's in between giving it to Beck or giving it from Brissett to Beck?
Yeah.
To go with Minshew for one?
Yep.
Because I know they won't name a starter, but it felt like early Beck may be the 3 coming into minicamp.
Let's see what he looks like in preseason. I agree with you right now. That
I think coming into minicamp, he's the 3, and we'll see. Oh, Mexico with a great opportunity.
Yeah, those are some of those grade A chances you just gotta.
Yeah, that's a tremendous save there.
Look at you. You're already being a soccer guy. It's a great look too.
Yeah.
So I think they start all 3 because I think it's going to be Jacoby, Gardner Minshew, 1-2 when we get to week 1 of the regular season, unless Beck pulls a Jackson Dart and impresses in preseason games, which is certainly possible.
Certainly possible. Sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
This is a great sport. I'm loving it.
One of my favorites. It's the sport I played the most.
Really?
I played it all the way through high school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. And you ask my wife. By the way, speaking of my wife, she's probably listening because she's off today. The other night, I think it was Tuesday.
Okay.
Everybody on the show, who listens to the show, involved with the show, my family, my dad who lives in South Carolina knows, I'm eating chicken wings right now.
Yep.
Okay? So I got to eat my 25 every day. Now, there's no rule. I can eat other stuff outside of the 25.
You just have to eat the 25.
I got to eat the 25, so that's kind of what I prioritize every day. So I ate my 25 on Tuesday, and she was like, all right, I'm going to stop and get dinner on the way home. Do you want anything? I'm like, well, I finished up my wings, so I don't really want to be the person that picks. Ask our daughter what she wants and get that. She walks in the house with Popeyes. Like, what are we doing? You guys thought, after all the chicken I've been eating, 2 days, 50 wings, that I would want more chicken? Now, mind you, I ate it.
It is so different.
I ate it.
It is very different.
But could maybe we get, some tacos?
Yeah, no. Popeyes is awesome.
No, it's great. I'm not bashing the food. I'm just, can we read a room here? Can we read a room?
I like their chicken sandwich. I haven't had it in a long time.
Oh, I remember when it first came out.
I remember when it first came out. Do you remember they had that big issue where they didn't realize they would sell that many? Because it kind of became a phenomenon, and they were just running out of. They literally did not make enough chicken that they need for the
So it came out around COVID.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And it was across the street from my apartment complex at the time, so I could just walk. Never had an issue. Always had the chicken sandwich for me.
Really?
My Popeyes right across the street from where I lived in Mesa. Every time.
I was going to say, was that in Mesa?
Every time. Had it. It's great.
Did you enjoy living in Mesa?
I did. I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Tempe. I've lived in Phoenix, Queen Creek, Mesa,
I've
Maricopa.
lived Queen Creek. That feels far. Yeah. And that's far.
Well,
you're out there.
It's far now where I am in Maricopa.
Yeah, you're far now. Yeah. I've only lived 3 places.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, I meant here.
Oh, Tempe.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
And
Scottsdale.
Yeah. So you kind of nice little circle for yourself.
I've a nice little circle where I'm comfortable. I haven't ventured out too far. I always like the idea of Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler's nice.
Never gotten over
there. I've lived there too.
What'd you do over there?
I lived in a couple of different places over there.
I feel like you're moving a lot.
Well, when I graduated college.
First graduated college, where'd you move?
When I first graduated college, I lived in Mesa.
Okay.
And then after that, I lived in North Phoenix.
Okay.
And then I lived
So were you like North Phoenix, like?
this the 17.
Okay, yeah. North.
The 17 in Greenway.
Yeah.
And then from there, I lived in, trying to remember now where I went from there. That was, I think it was Chandler-ish, Gilbert area after that. And then I lived in Mesa.
All over the place.
And then I lived in Chandler again. And then I lived in Queen Creek. And now where I live now. And you're off to the races in this.
I know, that's why I threw my hands up there for a second.
So there you go.
Off to the races.
Off to the races.
Yeah, this is great. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, sorry.
won't be a Cardinal by the time his rookie deal's over.
Nah, he'll be here. He'll be here.
Is this feels like the biggest prove it year for him?
Of course.
And I know that sounds like very obvious, but because you went and got an offensive minded head coach, it feels even more amplified.
Well, it's not just that, although that's important. He's going to be due for a contract extension at the end of the year.
Correct. Well, he's the option.
No, but he's also eligible for this is where they can extend him.
Correct. And then I think what they'll do is they'll do the same thing the Panthers did with Bryce Young is they'll pick up the option.
Right now, it's a case of season's going to end. We're going to pick up the fifth-year option. We're going to continue to evaluate. If he has a monster season, it can be
now we can sign him.
Fifth-year option. We'll talk about an extension.
It needs to be a monster year. Unless he has 980 yards and you see it a little and you feel like you could get him just slightly under what maybe you would pay, because they're at a really tough spot where we talked about it with Christian Watson's deal. Christian Watson's never had 1,000 yards.
Right. And
he got paid like that.
Got paid a ton.
And so they're going to have a decision point with Michael Wilson, and they're going to have it with Marv.
Yeah.
Of what that's going to look like. I don't think you can sign Marv to a big deal right now. Like, that's just, you can't do that.
Right now, it would be pick up the fifth-year option, continue to evaluate. If he has a good season, it is pick up the fifth-year option, and you probably start talking about an extension.
Sean Payton will get to a Super Bowl in his 5-year extension with the Broncos.
No.
It was going to be last year. It's a shame Bo Nix got hurt.
New England not going anywhere anytime soon. Cincinnati going to be there. Buffalo. Baltimore.
Are they going to beat Buffalo again?
I'm just trying to think. Kansas City's going to still be hanging around.
Ravens.
I said Baltimore, yeah.
The Chargers maybe take a step forward eventually.
You feel like they're kind of on the doorstep of that, right?
Yeah, I've said that for 5 years.
Well, I think it's a little different now with Harbaugh. He got in there.
You believe in the coach more.
Right. He I think he raised the floor a little bit.
100%.
So
just feels like, man, those first 2 years with him are just so disappointing. With how they both end.
My pen exploded.
Oh, no.
I think we're good.
You got it?
No, I don't think any on the shirt, but I got to get a new pen. That's not good. Sorry.
No.
I just looked down and there's just ink everywhere.
The Spurs will force Game 6.
This is over. It's over. You don't recover from that.
Maybe
I'm sorry.
the Knicks come in a little lackadaisical trying to...
And they won't do that. The Knicks will have the killer instinct. The Knicks will smell the blood now. They're 1 win away.
Yeah.
And they just had an improbable comeback to put them on the doorstep. Not just the doorstep. They're ringing the doorbell and the door's opening.
Correct.
They're going to be out for it. The Spurs are going to have some fight. And if the Knicks can weather the first quarter of the game, if the first quarter ends with the Knicks up or within 4, over. You can start, Adam Silver can start polishing the trophy.
It's just like, it is crazy that any game, which has only been one, where the Knicks have had like kind of an extended time of lead, they didn't win.
I think
it just feels like the Spurs prefer to come back from a little bit of deficit.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to do that.
And even take it back to Game 7 for me in the Western Conference Finals. They couldn't really shut that door, and they had every opportunity to. Now they ended up winning, but it just feels like they had opportunities to really slam that door shut and couldn't do it against Oklahoma City. And now that same conversation has carried over and just been amplified to the highest level in this next series.
I think the Knicks can start planning the parade.
Deshaun Watson will start all 17 games for the Browns this year.
No.
Week 1 starter?
How healthy is he, man?
Apparently healthy.
Okay, then, yeah, he's probably the Week 1 starter. But is Todd Monken going to put up with poor play at the quarterback position?
No, but is he going to get good play out of the other two?
Right, but he's not the one who signed or traded for Deshaun Watson, right?
No, nothing.
So
he doesn't have, but if he feels that, but that's what
he's got a Pro Bowler as a backup that he can turn to. When you've got a Pro Bowler that you can turn to, why wouldn't you? You have to accept.
You know what they should do? They should bring Brissett back.
Okay. I mean, he might be available. I don't know.
I think they should bring Brissett back.
He might be available. Call out Monty. He might be willing to make a trade.
Speaking of that, for our last one, the Cardinals will make a trade or two before the start of the season.
I will say no more than just, yes, I buy it, because I think it has everything to do with what we're talking about in the next segment. So with that, I'll put a wrap on the Thursday edition of Buy or Sell. When we come back, we got an injury update for a specific position group for the Cardinals, and it leaves us wondering, do they need to do a little more? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Hey, it's Audrey from the David Mahoney Show, and I want you to make sure that you're not letting gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Zero Res is keeping comfort affordable with powerful cleaning at a price families can feel good about. Vacuuming is not sufficient to maintain the cleanliness and lifespan of your carpet. Period. Full stop. Especially if you've got a bunch of kids and a bunch of pets, and if you are a shoe wearer in the house. Listen, I'm not judging, but especially if you are a shoe wearer. Do not leave deep cleaning to yourself with DIY dirt-attracting, carpet-soaking machines. No picking up equipment from the store and returning it back later. With DIY machines, there is no possible way to extract all that dirty water out of the carpet, and it gets stuck in the mats underneath your carpet, and it makes it even smell worse, honestly. Zero Res uses their platinum-rated cleaning system that safely and effectively removes all of the deeply embedded nasty dirt, dander, and bacteria. And they have big summer savings for 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $129 and $499 per system for air duct cleaning. Visit ZeroResPhoenix.com or call 480-507-2419 and ask for the KDUS special.
Get ready for a night of rock with the Gene Simmons Band.
You know your man is working hard.
Saturday, August 22nd, 8 p.m. The Salt River Grand Ballroom at Talking Stick Resort. The Gene Simmons Band performing your favorite classic hits. Reserve seats on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss the Gene Simmons Band.
Yes, I'm a fan of keeping mornings simple, a fan of cheap breakfast, a fan of starting the day right, and that's why I'm a fan of McDonald's, because I can grab a sausage McMuffin for $1.50. Plus, they have plenty of other goodies in the under $3 menu, like a sausage biscuit, sausage burrito, hash browns, premium roast coffee, iced coffee, or any medium soft drink. With breakfast this good, you're sure to become a fan of McDonald's too. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. Neither team has played a perfect NBA Finals. The Knicks have had cold stretches. The Spurs have had moments where they've looked like the better team. But 4 games into the series, one difference continues to stand out. New York looks like a more experienced, complete team when the game is on the line. Spurs' 3 losses tell the story. Game 1, 14-point lead. Game 2, 12-point lead. Game 4, 29-point lead. And they still found ways to lose. Late in the game, De'Aaron Fox attacked the rim after securing a loose ball with around 10 seconds to go, instead of pulling the ball out, forcing the Knicks to foul. That decision gave New York one last opportunity. Earlier, Victor Wembanyama missed 2 critical free throws that could have created separation. Championships are often decided by a handful of possessions. The Knicks have consistently won those moments, and the Spurs haven't. That's the difference in this series. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. These days, everybody's searching for ways to save on insurance. Scrolling comparison sites, digging through tips, chasing deals. But Liberty Mutual makes it simple. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance to save you money. And when you bundle, those savings really start to come through. It's insurance built for real people with a team that helps you keep what matters most, money. No hassle, just confidence that your coverage is customized with savings in mind. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local independent agent. Meguiar's makes car care easy, but some jobs require a little more muscle. Headlight restoration, deep cleaning dirty carpets, maintaining all weather mats, and caring for your leather. Now you have Meguiar's new Quick Solutions kits. They remove the guesswork with an all-in-one solution featuring a specialized drill attachment brush for faster, more powerful cleaning. Meguiar's Quick Solutions kit. Tackle that next car project with ease. Meguiar's, celebrating 125 years of car passion.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Back here on the lunch break, I'll show everybody on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube channel. Our lunch wings are here. Little garlic parm.
Look at that. Mixing up the flavors.
Oh, it's been the key to the whole thing. No 2 meals have felt, I shouldn't say. Last night, I reached a tough point.
Felt repetitive?
Well, it's...
You also put down a lot at the end.
And that was the problem. Because I did not portion them correctly in the morning, I needed to eat 11 last night. And I did it. My stomach was fine. But there was a moment where I was like, man, this is just, like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a bite right now.
And we're off. Wing number 84.
Yeah, this is wing number 84. Because I had 8 more this morning. And so, listen, for everybody out there that is curious, I got to find it on
Now, for those wondering, imagine sitting in a morning meeting, 9 a.m. this morning, and all you smell is garlic parm wing.
I am eating the wings, okay? I'm eating them. You can see it. This is wing number 80. I dropped a piece of chicken on the floor. Hold on. I gotta clean. No, I just got to clean up after myself. We have fun on this show, okay? Where else? I don't have that one. Can you play that one again for me? Let me get that drop. I dropped a piece of chicken on the floor. Hold on. I gotta clean. No, I just got to clean up after myself.
Corey put that one just on my board.
That's great. That's a fantastic one. All right, wing 84 is done. Man, I got to tell you, the other thing that's really a problem, these are messy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm constantly wiping my hands.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard eating wings. And boneless don't count, because I know somebody was going to ask that over on the YouTube, probably.
No. Absolutely not. All right, so I'll continue to eat here throughout hour number 2 of the show today. And beyond. I don't think I'm going to try to eat all of these here. Yesterday, the other update that
Mike LaFleur gave when meeting with the media. We talked in hour number one about not wanting to name a QB1, but he was a little more open about injuries, and that was something that Jonathan Gannon wasn't that great about during his tenure here in Arizona. And he shared that fourth-round draft pick for the Arizona Cardinals, Caden Proctor, defensive lineman, had a torn meniscus, and they are unsure if he is going to be able to play this season. His season is in jeopardy. And I want to link it to two different points. One, which is what producer Evan asked as the last buy or sell, that the Cardinals would make a trade or two before the beginning of the regular season. And I think in terms of getting rid of a running back on this roster, I think with the injury news yesterday, potentially adding some depth to their defensive line could be a place to add. I would not be shocked if they picked up a extra offensive lineman that gets pushed out because of a position battle somewhere else in the league. So I do think they will make a number of trades, and I do think there is going to be a pressing need potentially at the D-line spot. But this also kind of puts into focus something that is, I think, really going to be put on display this year. The Cardinals have 2 first-round picks from the last couple years that play along that defensive line. And if you want to throw Marvin Harrison Jr. into this conversation, you can as well. The returns on the premium draft picks for the Cardinals have been bad. They haven't gotten blue chip, slam dunk Pro Bowlers. They just haven't. The returns have been 0. And so with Caden Proctor going down, he was somebody that they thought was going to be a part of the rotation, and he still could. They don't know if he's going to miss time, but let's assume for just the sake of this conversation that he is. Once again, it shines the spotlight on Walter Nolan, who we actually got a positive update about, that it looks like he's going to be kind of ahead of schedule a little bit, and Darius Robinson. 2 guys that this team, Monty, invested premium draft capital into. Spent significant money, significant draft picks into getting those 2 guys. And if you want to add in the free agent swings that Monty has made in this department, this has been a weak spot for him. This has been an area where he has a deficiency. He has not been able to put this room together. And so he needs Darius Robinson and Walter Nolan to step up. He needs Marvin Harrison Jr. to have that breakout season, because outside of Paris Johnson, and maybe this year with Jeremiah Love, we'll see. The jury is still out on his ability to draft, but the jury's pretty close to coming back with a verdict. And it's not going to be good for Monty. It's going to be a verdict of, you're not very good at this. A verdict of you've missed the mark in the first round. And so this is a really important year for Monty, for some of these player development wins to show up. Darius Robinson, Walter Nolan along the defense, Marvin Harrison Jr. along the offense. If Jeremiah Love is a superstar, that's going to look like a smart decision to get a player that is that talented into your building. So he needs to start seeing some of these first-round investments. Because he got here, his first draft was Paris Johnson, right? That was the first draft that Monty oversaw. I think everybody likes Paris.
Everybody likes Paris, and everybody loves the maneuvering that happened at the top of that board.
And the criticism of Paris is not something that I think we hold against Monty, right? Injury, availability, I'm not going to put that on the GM. I'm not.
Correct.
Marv, Darius Robinson, Walter Nolan, Jeremiah Love. Am I missing anybody? I can't think of anybody that I'm missing.
Those are the big ones.
I'm talking first-round picks.
I think that's it.
Am I missing anybody?
No.
It's Jeremiah Love.
It's Marv.
It's Walter Nolan. It's
Walter
Darius
Nolan,
Robinson.
Darius Robinson.
And Paris Johnson. That is a mixed bag of results.
Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty negative. Out of the guys that have played, like Paris Johnson has been good, but I would say is injury prone, and we're a little concerned about that. And I like Paris Johnson. Is Paris Johnson a top 5 tackle in the sport?
When healthy, I think he can be.
Okay.
But
yeah, then I think that's a positive. But then we're looking at the next 3 is all misses. Right to this point, I think all misses. You drafted a receiver 4th overall. I'm sorry, it has not been good enough.
Especially when the other receivers in that class
are as good as they have been.
Yeah, have done a lot more.
And so then the last conversation of Jeremiah Love, we just haven't seen anything. So you can't make an opinion there either.
So this is a big year for Monty in that regard. The results have not been there in the wins department, but the results have not been there in the player development department either. You can kind of convince yourself to keep a GM around if they're getting all these wins in the draft, right? And they're finding all this talent, and you just need a little time for it to all be put together, right? I don't feel that way right now.
No.
And so with this injury to Proctor, potentially putting the defensive line once again back under the limelight, this is where you need Darius Robinson and Walter Nolan to step up. You need those guys to give you more. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. We've also got you the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, the trade deadline focus for the Arizona Diamondbacks, it might need to pivot. We'll talk about it next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RT O'Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RT O'Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTO'Sullivans.com for a location near you.
Injured in a car wreck? Lawbear Auto Accident Attorneys will go full grizzly to protect your rights. Shut down the lowball insurance offers and recover every dollar you deserve. Hurry to lawbear.com. That's lawbear.com. The bear has your back.
A small commitment, at least 1 day a week, helps reduce ground-level ozone pollution and helps us all breathe easier. Reduce traffic congestion and ozone-causing emissions by teleworking. Visit maricopa.gov/AQ to learn how you can help.
John Mellencamp. Dancing Words Tour, the greatest hits. August 9th. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. John Mellencamp. Part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
Update your kitchen. Act now and get up to 51% off your cabinetry, plus free upgrades during our summer remodel sale. Going on all month long at Diamond Kitchen and Bath. Find cabinets that fit your style and budget and enjoy a smooth, worry-free remodel backed by our in-house install team. Walk into any of our 4 Valley showrooms or visit diamondkitchenandbath.com today to save on the kitchen you've been waiting for during our summer remodel sale. That's diamondkitchenandbath.com.
Okay, here we go. Let's talk diamond sourcing. Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As one of 3 diamond sourcing experts, I'm going to explain just how differently we source our diamonds and why that guarantees your engagement ring will be the most beautiful. For starters, there's no middleman. We source directly from trusted industry leaders we've partnered with for generations. We work with them in person and negotiate on our customers' behalf so they get the best prices possible. We also pay our partners in cash, and in return, they reserve the most beautiful diamonds just for us. I handpick and inspect each stone under 10 times magnification. Other jewelers use the Diamond Database to buy stones sight unseen with grainy pictures and videos. When you purchase a diamond engagement ring with Shane Company, you can trust that me and my team have personally handpicked your stone for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com to find yours. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Fridays at 5, I'm out exploring. From hiking up Camelback to skiing at Snowbowl, the adventures never stop with AAA. It's membership that travels with me, whether behind the wheel or a passenger. In my ride, my buddies, or a rental. AAA's got 24/7 expert help with tows, battery help, and more. Plus, branch services like free passport photos and trip planning. Membership gives you all this and more for less than $6 a month, and I can add loved ones for half off. Call or visit your local branch today. AAA, your membership to go.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RT O'Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RT O'Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to rtosullivans.com for a location near you.
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. The Diamondbacks swept in Miami. Producer Evan, when I say that to you, what's your immediate thought? Swept in Miami to start this road trip.
Feels like we're going down the same path we did last year, the year before that, where you just can't take advantage of playing teams like Miami, and you get swept, and all that work you did against San Fran and the Rockies, and in that stretch, you just completely threw it away.
I'm going to take everything you said and sum it up in one word. Disappointed.
Yeah, complete missed opportunity.
You're disappointed in this team right now. It was another shutout today, so we're up to 19 consecutive innings for the Diamondbacks without scoring a run. You actually got some decent pitching today. Miami only scored 2.
2. Yeah, Merrill with a solid start today.
So you should have been able to win this game. And so it was pitching on Tuesday. It was offense and pitching on Wednesday, and today it was the offense. It's just everything that's going wrong for this team right now. But I will tell you this. I know the offense is in the middle of what they're going through. 19 consecutive innings without scoring a run. I know the report from Ken Rosenthal that the Diamondbacks are really eager to add a lefty middle-of-the-order bat. I know this is a team that just recently signed Max Kepler, a lefty power bat, to potentially be an option for them. So I know where all of the tea leaves are pointing. And I know that today, after what Merrill Kelly just did in this start this afternoon, makes what I'm about to say feel a little weird. I still think the focus should be on the pitching staff. I think they have enough options offensively. I think they have enough star power offensively. But after going through the options yesterday to replace Zach Gallen, and if you missed it, bit of a spoiler for you, there's not many. There aren't a lot of options. And so Eduardo Rodriguez has been good. Merrill Kelly, I like what I saw today. We'll have some recency bias. We'll put him on the list. After that, Soroka, Ryan Nelson, Zach Gallen, those are the other 3. You still need probably 2 starters. You're still probably 2 starters short right now. Producer Evan, the Arizona Diamondbacks, we fast forward. We hop in the time machine. We go forward in time to the end of the regular season. They're starting a wild card series. Who would be their 3 starters? It would be Eduardo Rodriguez. It would be Merrill Kelly. And then your guess is as good as mine as who would get that Game 3 start.
And let's be honest, like you go to the wild card series, every team there has better starting pitching than you.
You don't have 5 starters right now. I don't think you even have a playoff rotation right now. You don't have 3 starters that you can trust.
You don't. You don't have 3 guys that can get you solid innings or a solid start. I don't know who you would turn to third. I think it would be Ryan Nelson, and I hate that.
So when it comes to the offense, right, I look at Geraldo Perdomo. I look at Tommy Troy. I look at Ryan Waldschmidt. I look at Lou James Groover. I look at Lourdes Gurriel coming back. I look at Jordan Lawler when he comes back. I see options. I see different ways that the lineup can be put together. When it comes to this pitching staff, I don't have the options. I don't have different ways to try to find an answer to this. My 2 best options. The one guy I just sent down to Reno to stretch back out, so it's going to be a little bit. And the other guy, one of my top prospects, is currently injured with a back injury. So it's going to be a little bit. Are you just going to continue to run out Zach Allen every 5 days? You're going to torpedo your season.
Every time he hits the mound right now, it feels like a loss.
Can you give me the probables for this weekend in Cincinnati?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Because we know that Cincinnati is an offensive park. A lot of runs get scored. The ball leaves the yard. So they're going to start tomorrow. Let's see if I can back.
You want to guess?
I'm going to try to back it up.
Okay.
It's going to be Erod on Friday.
It'll be Erod tomorrow, correct.
It's going to be Soroka on Saturday.
Correct.
And then I think what scares me, and the reason why I was bringing this up in the first place, is it's Zach Allen on Sunday.
It's Zach Allen on Sunday. And those are not probables. Those are who's going. Barring any changes right now, that's who's going.
That's a loss, right?
Yeah, correct.
I mean, Zach Allen in Great American Ballpark, at times known as Great American Small Park, because the ball flies. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting a little warmer around the country. Humidity's starting to go up a little bit. You know what happens when it's summertime and it heats up and there's humidity? The ball flies.
You don't have any pitching options.
Hopefully, Erod can get win number 100 tomorrow night. But other than that, do you feel good about your options the rest of the weekend? No. Pitching needs to be the focus. I don't even need to squint to find ways that the offense can get better. They've got choices. They've got guys on the big league roster, on the injured list that are going to come back, maybe some options in the minor leagues. They've got choices. They don't have choices with the pitching staff. They got to roll out these 5 guys right now, and I'm sorry, it is going to sink this season. They've got to hit. They've gone 19 straight innings without scoring. That's a problem too. But right now, if you told me you can only choose one thing to focus on for the deadline, for me, it's the pitching staff. I'll roll with the offensive guys that I have.
And listen, do I think the lineup is complete 1 through 9? No. No, I don't.
No, but...
And I think the back half of this lineup isn't great.
What's more
okay.
complete? What's more complete, the offense or the pitching staff?
The lineup is way more complete, and that's where I was headed next. They have a lineup that can compete in the playoffs if you get decent pitching. They really do. You don't have an option to get decent pitching right now. Erod may give you a great start, and that's awesome. I'll sign me up for a great Erod start right now. But, in all honesty, I don't think you have an option to start and give you a for sure decent game 2 or a for sure decent game 3. You said it. Ryan Nelson could go out there and start game 3. I would have zero faith in that.
And that's not saying he couldn't go out there and give you 7 scoreless.
No, he
I've
could
seen him do it. But it's just not consistent enough.
I was going to say the predictability, it wouldn't what you would guess. Whereas you watch a team like the Dodgers go out there, and I know that's a bad example because of their payroll, but you just think that they're going to give you 7 scoreless every time.
Right.
Or you watch any team that's in the playoffs, like, right now, would you pick them to beat the Pirates in a 3-game series?
Absolutely not. Pitching plays. Guess what? I'm going to see Paul Skeens.
Yep.
I'm going to see Mitch Keller, and I'm probably going to see Graham
Ashcraft.
Graham Ashcraft.
Yeah. Or Braxton Ashcraft.
Graham's in Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
That's why I stopped, because
it's Braxton Ashcraft is in Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm going to see. You can't match up with that.
No. You can't. You can't. And it's like, that's one of the teams. The Cardinals, I think you have maybe the best chance against, and I still think they have better pitching.
Well, you would face...
Right now, if you got in as the last team, you'd play Milwaukee.
Well, no, so you'd face Mizorowski. You would face... Who else is in that rotation? Anderson, the guy they picked up from the Giants.
Who's been
just fantastic.
Yeah.
So I love those options. You need more pitching. You need it. And I'm sorry, I like Mitch Bratt long term. I'm not giving up on Cole Drake despite the 7.8 ERA down in Reno. But they're not options right now for me in the middle of a playoff.
They're not going to help me now.
They're just not. Maybe Mitch Bratt when he comes back. But right now, I need more big league options, and I don't have any. 480-864-1060 is the phone number. for you to join us here today on the program. By the way, over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream, we are 6 wings down. So 89 total wings. And I still feel good. I'm probably going to have a couple more during the break. I've got 5. I got like 7 more in this container. I may just get through all of this here at work today.
By the way, flipping around, Code has a impromptu buy or sell for you.
All right, hold on.
That I think I missed a few minutes ago.
Hold on.
But Hold
on.
We're
going to do an impromptu buy or sell. Let's do an impromptu buy or sell. What does he
buy
got?
or sell, Evans Phillies hat only appears after the day of a win.
Buy. Oh, buy.
An extremely emotional fan.
I usually won't wear my team's gear after a loss.
Yeah.
That's just kind of an unwritten rule I've always lived by.
Always. And it's not that I don't support them as much, but you're not seeing me walk around in Eagles gear the day after they lose the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That creates conversation about it, a conversation I don't want to have.
Right, exactly. Absolutely. We've got the leftovers, all the stories we didn't get to. We'll give you an update on what's going on at the World Cup Group A action underway. We'll get to it all here next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
It's John Holmberg here for LiftedTrucks.com, where work hard, play hard, drive harder isn't just a slogan, it's a lifestyle. If you've ever looked at your truck and thought, yeah, this thing needs some more attitude, then Lifted Trucks is the place for you. Lifted Trucks has an unbelievable inventory of trucks already built to turn heads. They're pre-lifted. They're ready to go. They're customized. They look tough, man. And they are making regular trucks look like they forgot leg day. Whether you're off-roading, towing, headed to work, or you just want to look cool pulling into the grocery store, they got something for everyone. My 2024 Ford Bronco is the only one that looks the way it looks on the road thanks to Lifted Trucks. I see a lot of Broncos out there. I don't see any of them that look like mine. That's pretty cool. You spend a lot of money for your car. You want it to represent you in a good way. And the team there knows trucks, man. They'll help you find the right fit without any of the pressure. It's the best experience I've ever had buying a truck. That's why I tell you about them. Go check them out today. LiftedTrucks.com. Work hard, play hard, drive harder.
Santana, Oneness Tour 2026. The power, the energy. Come celebrate your favorite hits from Woodstock to Supernatural and beyond. With very special guest, the Doobie Brothers. Friday, August 14th, Mortgage Matchup Center. On sale now at LiveNation.com. Santana and Doobie Brothers, Oneness Tour 2026.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Back here to wrap up today's edition of the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Producer Evan, I will have you know, 8 wings completed here already.
Wow.
So to go with the 8
91?
earlier, that's 16 today. So that gets us to 91 of the 250. And I have another 5 in here. So I'm going to finish these because I'm still hungry. And
I was
these
going to say, how are you feeling?
No, I feel great. And these are really good. These are the best wings I've had so far. There's a little crunch to them. I love the garlic parm taste.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish all of these, which means I just have to have 4 wings for dinner tonight. That's like an appetizer.
I was going to say, you're going to have an appetizer. By the way, speaking of appetizers, I learned at Whole Foods, by the way, on Fridays, if you're a Prime member, which they do a bunch of different deals.
They're owned by
Amazon.
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're a Prime member, they have a bunch of different deals too, like on specific days, right?
Yeah.
And so on Friday, you can get a pizza, which is whatever. I'm not going to get a pizza from Whole Foods. But you can get a dozen oysters for $12.
See, I'm not a seafood guy.
I know. I loved it, though. So I go in there. I haven't told the story yet.
Okay.
I go in there.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Because I need to give you the leftovers music for this. This is what we do here. Go ahead.
So I go in there.
I have to get mic'd up for our social media content because apparently me just talking about the wings on the air isn't enough. We have to have the social content. So, all right, continue your Whole Foods story, and then I'll talk about the wings again.
So I go into Whole Foods, and I'm kind of surfing around in the Whole Foods, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get my oysters. So I go back there, and long story short, people clearly had fallen in love with this because for one of the oysters, they had the Pacific oysters, the Atlantic oysters. As an East Coast guy, I figured I definitely wanted the Atlantic oysters. I'll do half dozen of those. And I'll take some of the Pacific, so I'll do a half dozen of each. And so then, the guy's shucking my oysters, opening them, which I appreciate. And naturally, that takes a couple minutes. He was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm Evan." He's Evan, and he loved that. Says every Evan he's ever met's got great vibes. So he gave me an extra oyster. Baker's dozen oysters for the price of $12.
So you know what also is really good at Whole Foods? I don't know if you've done it.
Okay.
Have you ever done the family meal?
I have not, but I've heard you get a full family meal for $35.
It's the best deal you're going to find if you want something to make for dinner. You can get 2 sides and just a huge entree, and it's incredible. I did one a couple weeks ago. I got it for the family. I did chicken because I'm not.
I'm looking at this Whole Foods family meal.
Yeah, and then I got potatoes and pasta salad, but they've got everything. You can get a side of meatballs, potatoes.
You can get a side of meatballs.
Yes, and they've got fish entrees. They've got steak. They've got all sorts of stuff. So it's great.
This sounds lovely. I gotta get. Problem is, I don't really have one that close to me.
What? You live in Scottsdale, dude. Should be a Whole Foods on every corner.
No, really. There's only the one in Tempe.
See, I go to the one right here on the 101 when you're driving south.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's the one.
That's on my way home, though.
But then the next closest one is in north Scottsdale.
You should try it. Just like you should try Cracker Barrel, and you still haven't done that yet.
I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, okay. You said this is 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row now. You said that.
Okay. If my girlfriend's listening, hold me accountable. Cracker Barrel this weekend.
I think you'll have a great time. But now you've built this up to where you're gonna be like, it was all right, because you waited 3 weeks to go.
I don't think I'm building it up that much. In my head, it's. Yeah, I don't think I'm building it up that much.
All right, what else you got in the leftovers? Norway's your team.
So Norway, I am rooting for Norway. For everybody that was wondering, I've decided I'm rooting for Norway. World Cup, we are a half into the first game of the World Cup.
It's going well for producer Evan.
Yeah, Mexico leads 1-0 over South Africa. Tonight, we have one more game. It will be Korea versus Czechia, correct? And that will be tonight. And then outside of that, tomorrow the U.S. plays the night game.
Yeah, both. So Mexico, one of the 3 host countries. The other 2 host countries, obviously being Canada and the U.S., those are the 2 teams that are in action tomorrow. So all 3 host countries playing in 3 of the first 4 games as we get things started.
And then when does the group stage officially end?
The group stage, everybody's got to play everybody in their group once. It's going to take...
A couple weeks?
It's going to take a couple of weeks, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so South Korea versus Czechia tonight at 7.
Yep.
Is that 7 p.m. Eastern?
No, that is 7 p.m. for us.
7 p.m. local time.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow will be Canada versus Bosnia.
Yep.
And then United States versus Paraguay.
Should be a fun one. U.S. got to get off to a good start, so we'd love to see them with a win in the opener. It's going to do it for us here. Thursday edition of the program in the books. Jim Rome, he is coming up next. Producer Evan, thank you for all that you do. Everybody, have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.